Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Satisfactory. So, we have a couple of goals we want to do today, I guess. The first goal is a space elevator, getting this done and over with, honestly. Looks like we need more concrete, more plates, more, well, everything. And look at my inventory. It's stupidly full because of miners. I know that thing's pretty much full. So let's just build another one of these temporarily. I don't even have enough plates. Is there plates in here? Where the heck did all my plates go? Well, it looks like we just have enough to run that. Okay, let's do that. So what we'll do is we'll run another one of these temporarily. These are temporary storage till we get things organized here. So we'll get those done, and yeah, we're gonna need some of this other stuff anyways. Let's go and get ourselves some concrete, and then we can get ourselves some plates and rods. I already got myself the wire. Thankfully, we had almost, I think, 2 stacks of the copper cable wiring made, because that takes a lot of time and length and effort. So having that up and running right away was a very smart choice on that, that area, just because you really need them. So I'm really happy that we were more on the ball with that. So I had already removed most stuff out of that already, so that's good. We can get that put away. So yeah, let's go ahead and how much room? I probably need to empty even more of this now. And oh yeah, when we do this, I think you can do this. There you go. Give you an idea what you need. So I almost used all the concrete just for that. Holy crap, that's insane. So I'm like, what can I empty out of my inventory? It's like, yeah, I need you all. We could do that, I guess. I'm not using the screws for anything right now. There you go. So yeah, well, let's go over here. So over here, we got some of the iron being made. Yeah, this is our, yeah, the 2 there. Okay, yeah. Trying to get my bearings here, so that would use up all your rods right there. And it's like, I want more rods, but I guess I need to keep my inventory here for a bit just for this. Now, this space elevator might not be in its final destination or anything like that. You know, it'll be probably more like, this is the temporary home of the space elevator till I can find a more suitable location for it in the long run. It's a very large object, though. If you spin it around, it looks like you got multiple inputs and stuff like that as well, which is pretty cool. So there you go. I think that'll work. That's pretty cool, seeing it all flying like that. And then I know something comes from the sky eventually here. I want to see that part. There it is. That is so freaking badass. It's very, I mean, it's a little expensive with the wiring and stuff, but it's also, like, you think about it, such a cool, badass thing. It's pretty damn cheap at the same time, you know? It's like, okay. But, yeah, there's your space elevator. I guess we can go and click it. We built this thing, and then now we're just going to run away. It's like, okay, I'm done with it. Goodbye. So it's got multiple inputs, because I think eventually you probably would have to feed this with a lot of expensive stuff. I'm guessing that's why they probably have all that. So right now it requires something called smart plating, which we don't have yet. It's for unlocking tier 3 and 4. So I think this is to unlock like special tiers, where the other things is like, you know, you're doing for individual like things within the tiers. But yeah, you got load, seal, and send, which is pretty cool. And yeah, pretty damn, honestly, that's pretty cool. That's really exciting to see that. Okay, so let's go over here, and I guess now we can grab ourselves some materials for ourselves, just for building and usage there. Let's see how this is built up since then. Okay, you've built up a bit more, which is good. I'm gonna need more plates anyways here. And then let's get some more rods and things like that. That way we don't have to worry about running out here while we continue doing our building and upgrading. And that's the other thing too, upgrading, right? I mean, we're going to continue working on our upgrades. Actually, now I think about it, might as well grab the rest of those plates. gonna probably, because I forgot, we're gonna do some of the upgrades, like the research and stuff. So the tier stuff. So we're gonna probably end up using a lot of this anyway. So might as well just get a fistful of it. We'll see what we're up to. So yeah, we've basically done everything in our tier right now. So you can jump tiers, like you have the option of using tier 1 and tier 2. I prefer to kind of finish a tier before going to another tier. That being said, I don't mind saying, hey, I don't mind going to this one before this one, and vice versa. This one's not a bad one because this is your conveyor stuff. And we got the materials anyways on us. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? And there you go, and this sends it up. Is it here? Yeah, here it is.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
I think we got what we need anyways to work on some stuff. Yeah, so let's right off the bat, I'm already seeing like the biggest bottleneck, if you were to ask me right now, I would say is probably actually these copper wires right here. So I'm wondering if there's something I can do to speed that up or fix that up. So we already know the bottleneck is going to be here because it can only process a certain amount at a time, right? Can only do 30. This thing here can only process 15. So we're bottlenecking, and bottlenecking, basically. So 15 at a time. This can do 30 at a time. And this can do 30 at a time, actually. So this should be not bottlenecking. Okay, so the bottlenecking is in the smelter. It's this part here. So what we can do here, then, to fix this up is double this, basically. So let's go ahead and remove this. Not remove that one. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. And then what we're going to do is duplicate this. Oh, there you go. Middle mouse button. I don't know what I was doing there. There you go. And then same idea, I guess, except this is backwards, isn't it? Okay, we good again? How come that does not look even? I guess it is. It just didn't look that way. Okay, so here is where you're going to want to use your splitter and all that fun stuff. So logistics, you're going to use, so you got your merger, your splitter. So this is going to be iffy because I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm hoping there's enough room to do this. I guess we'll find out here in a second. That's enough room. That's enough room. And there you go. And then over here we can do wires as well. There you go. And then let's put this over here, and then you to there. And then we can get this one over here. So we get to now use the splitter, but we're going to also use a merger. So it's kind of a win-win, I guess, on the sense here. I can't even bother with the whole making it nice and looking neat here. I'm just going to throw it here. And then let's get ourselves a logistics merger. And yeah, we're just going to go like this and just right on the entrance there. We'll have you go into this side. And we'll have you go into this side. And then we'll have you going into that. And there you have it, my friends. So right off the bat, we're able to now double our production of the copper wire, even though we're using an impure, or was that what it's called? Yeah, an impure copper, thing. Basically, we're able to double that just because we were able to use mergers and splitters and everything else. And that's kind of the key here, and that'll definitely help us in the long run for sure. Now this stuff has probably got a bit of a backlog too, so that's gonna, there you go, dump that in there. But yeah, now when we look at this, it should look a little bit more smoother. Apparently it has efficiency of 1%. But it looks like it's actually, I would say, at a like, near the 100 now. It's keeping up here, so that's awesome. As long as that keeps moving, we're golden. This, on the other hand, not quite sure. Oh, you're stalling at 99. Oh, you're stalling. Okay. But this is slowly going down, so.
Concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Okay, so I guess it's come back. Let's grab this since we're here. Welcome back, buddy. So yeah, already that was an awesome thing. I don't know much about the lifts. I think the idea about these are like, well, they're conveyor lifts, and they kind of go up and down, and I mean, they're useful, but I've never used them, never needed them. I don't think they existed even when I first played, but we'll probably use them eventually. I don't really see a need for it right this minute, in my personal opinion, but like, I could be wrong. I might not see the value of it either, right? I think the next one I want to use, because it has some cool, useful stuff here, is this one. So I need more copper wire, which, hey, you know what? We're working on that. We can go and get our, we can fix up the copper wire with what we have here as well. Now, I didn't pay attention. Did we need like 300, 500? I wasn't really looking at that. You can do select milestone. 300, okay. So just having some of this loose extras around is helping anyways. Lets me fill in the gaps whenever I need to here, so. There you go. And we got rid of that. We don't need to deal with that now. Okay, so, and then screws. We actually have a bunch of screws. Remember we did this originally and we had a bunch? Or did I use them all up? Oh my goodness. I don't have automated screws anywhere either. We need to do that today. I didn't really care at the time. Didn't feel like I needed them. But yeah, screws are going to become an issue now, so. There you go. And so there's your that. There's that. There you go. Whee.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the M.A.M, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the M.A.M to enable detection of specific objects.
I can still see the pixel dot there. Huh. Oh, I don't think I see it now. But I did swear I saw it for quite a while there. Okay, so we got bigger inventory. Yeah! Can't say no to that. So you got bigger inventory. So the last one, you got the conveyor productivity up display. See the efficiency of each building. Oh, maybe they were, you know, like it was still resetting when that happened. I didn't even realize that was something you had to unlock. So we got a good look at all this, except the conveyor belt, which will lift, which we'll eventually play around and learn. So this one unlocked a lot of things. Some really useful stuff, even just the personal storage alone. That to us is going to be a very that's a nice little feature. That's something we needed here, and that alone is going to make life a little easier on that sense. So I guess you can hold control just so you can stack them a bit better here. That's good for now. And then yeah, so we can go ahead and you can say, okay, let's take all your ores and put them in, you know, one of these guys, and then yeah, something like that. And then, oh, here's all your other materials. Put them in, you know, this one here. Actually, I'm trying to put more of the plates and stuff in this one, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I kind of want to make more of these. It's like, they're becoming too useful already. Oh, that's why we're out of material. Wait, we're out of the plates themselves? Oh no, the rods, I think it must have been. Okay, don't I have those on me? Oh, I keep dumping them out of my inventory. What a noob. Sometimes I backwards and I'm like, yeah, I derped up on that one. Okay, so there you go. You got that, and then you got this guy, and then that guy. Oh, I wanted to see that. So he just came back. Oh, I see him right there. Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, we can dump these guys into here. This is like your daily usage ones. We'll just call it for now. We'll probably be grabbing them anyways. This is your your ores and your ingots that you can use for crafting with, and then you got we got all this stuff in here too, more daily stuff. Oh, there's a bunch of copper wire there too, which I can probably use. Okay, so daily stuff in here. There you go. This one we'll consider, oh, this was that material, so we'll leave that alone. And then let's consider this like all your organics, I guess, if you want, or whatever. Mob drops, doesn't matter. And then one of these was ores. There you go. I'll consider that an ore too. And there you go. That's done for that. And then over here you got your miners. And then over here you got, well, you got lots of stuff. It's like over here you got everything. There you go. So this one is this stuff here. I'm kind of calling it, I guess, the organics in a sense. Fuel, biomass could even fit in there for now. It has the room, so why not? Long run, I'd probably, sort it a bit differently, but there you go. These are the ore stuff. And then this is over here is going to be these guys. And then this is just kind of my daily use stuff, which I'm going to grab all this out of here anyways, honestly. So, there you go. And that'll keep us a little more organized. And then these guys, they can definitely go away. There you go. Excellent. So what about this M.A.M? M.A.M. That's kind of a cool name. Funny name, too. There you go. This is kind of my little cozy little, everything in one spot base. So here's the M.A.M. Oh, okay. So, there's the quartz that we originally found. So you can put research in there and the quartz. Let's grab that, actually. So it looks like you can research things that you find around the world. So if we put quartz in here, we have the ability to start a scan on it. And then there's probably like deeper scans and special scans and... Okay, so here you go. Research finished, quartz.
New resource added to the resource scanner.
Okay. So the resource scanner is a new device we can make that can help us scan for items.
Available in the M.A.M.
Which, of course, we just unlocked this. So quartz, crystal quartz. I don't know what all that is, but there's more. Oh, you can make silica. So I guess you use quartz for that. Let's start this research. It's very fast, so might as well do it. Plus, it'll unlock more below, so I'm more interested in that.
New recipe unlocked.
There's an oscillator. That sounds actually kind of cool. So I only have 12 left, and I don't have enough quartz now for this. Now, what we could do if we wanted to, which I might do for the fact that we can do it, I think we have to go to this one, actually, my mistake, is object scanner, which we need beacons. Oh, we need beacons. 3 of them, I think. There you go. And we need more reinforced iron, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so reinforced iron, we should be not able to make any because we have no screws. Didn't we just have a conversation that I really, 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 really need to start automating screws? There might be a reason to that, and I need to make more of these anyways. Not even just for the object scanner. I need the screws to make more reinforced plates so I can make the more auto crafters as well, right? So it's kind of like I need them no matter what, so. There you go. So let's do we're missing one thing still. Oh, because we didn't make derp. I was making the screws for it and looking at its count, didn't realize that, of course, you probably need to craft them as well. Okay, there you go. Now, there was one thing I know we were missing. More screws. Screw you. There you go. Hammers to make it. There you go. So for fun, I guess if we were to run around here, right, and use this, do we just hold it down, or it says it's in here, but it's not in here. How can you tell me I can scan for something, but I can't scan for it? I wonder if that's a bug. Because it's like, you can now scan. No, you can't scan for this. Oh, I wonder if it's a bug. I'm thinking that's probably the same thing, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's changing anything at all. I just thought maybe it's like a different channel, like it can't all be in there, but... I think the arrow only changed... Oh, because it's my mouse, yeah. That's weird if you omit... like, that seems a bit weird. So, we have it anyways, but I feel like I've lost something, like... The syncing or something has gone bad with it, and I don't know why I would assume that. It just... It doesn't make sense. Because it literally said, you can now scan, right? So, but I can't scan. So, give me a second. I'm going to try something. Not sure. I didn't fix anything. I just realized we have two hands now. How do you... I actually don't know how you switch hands. That's cool. I didn't realize there was more hand slots, but I assume one of these. Oh. You guys probably did not notice that, but I just screwed up everything to my game video-wise. Oh, crap. Give me a sec. Okay, we're back. That kind of screwed up a lot of things. I literally had to reset my settings and everything, like the mouse was off-centered, and it was annoying. Anyways, I don't know why the quartz isn't showing on here. I can't tell you why. I just know that it sounded like we were supposed to be able to discover it, but now we can't. We have power slugs. Let's try some other stuff. I wonder if it's just a bug and now I can't do quartz ever, or maybe there's a way to regain it or reset it. I'm not sure. So organic stuff. Where did we put that? There we go. So there you got the green slug. You got another kind of slug. I think I saw something with this, was it? Might as well see what we can come up with here. So, yeah, if we check... Oh, we got this stuff too here. Let's see if we can do this. This stuff. Yeah, so you got a lot of stuff you can research. So how long is this going to take? I want to see what... Okay, 3 seconds. There you go. There you go. And then you can make a paint gun, I guess. This requires more materials. That's pretty cool. We got that ore that we found. How long is that going to take? 3 seconds? Let's do that too. I don't know if there was one for bauxite in there, but might as well... Oh, my inventory is full. Let's get rid of this for now. I'm grabbing all this. It's like, I must research it all now all of a sudden, you know? It's like, okay, if you must. Okay, so here you go. There was this one here. Research time. Let's see what happens when we do this one. Oh, new scannable. Oh, I'm a noob. New scannable resource from here. Oh, I'm such a noob. I thought it was for the object scanner. All that, and I was just panicking like, I suck. Anyways, we figured that out. So, yeah, you can learn how to do these guys. Might as well use what we got anyways. Mostly because it's fast to do, so. Awesome. And then you can learn how to do these things. So it requires 50 of those, and you're kind of working your way through multiple things. What about this? This takes 3 seconds. Takes a long time, but I'm willing to go through it. So there you go. Oh, you can turn it into... I don't know if I would want to waste it on that, but that's cool. Same idea, but it probably will unlock even better stuff eventually, right? Nutrients. Here you go. So we got one of these. 3 minutes. Okay, we'll wait on that. What about the power slug? 3 seconds. I like that. This will... These are good because eventually what they teach you is these upgrades, I think, so you can, you know, do things faster or whatnot. So yellow power slug, but it doesn't require the yellow power slug, I guess? Oh, it requires that plus a bunch of other things. 25 of those. Yeah, I think I'll wait on that one till later. I'm a little poor for that right now. Okay, so I think that kind of keeps us caught up. Oh, overclock production. I guess we could train that. Because there's the nutrients one, which meh right now anyways. Yeah, let's do that one. So there we go. We got the materials for that, and it'll take 5 minutes, and then I'll learn that. Okay, let's go ahead and just put things back. So put you back. There you go. So that was fun. We got to learn a bunch of new things, and I like that. That worked out really well. Except my derpiness about the object scanner, which just we won't talk about that. It never happened. Now, I saw this, and I don't know if there's a way to... Oh! I just used my spinner. There you go. That is so cool. Okay, middle mouse button, you don't push it down, you just spin it, and that's all it is. So there you go. We can swap it. It says 1 of 2 on the side there, so I guess that's what that means. That is cool. I didn't realize there was more slots like that, so that'll make life easier as well. Okay, so what else do we have here? So that's the M.A.M. Kind of a big research analyzing, system, which is going to be very useful for us. I think outside of that, we pretty much did what we needed on that side of things anyways. You got the beacons, which you can place around. Those are useful for... marking locations, so having those in your inventory at times and stuff would probably be useful for later on, especially when it's exploring things like that. And then our last one here is this one here, which we're going to need some more, these guys over here. Might as well grab some. And then what I think we need to do is screws are becoming something we need from time to time anyway, so what we should probably do is get another thing of iron and work on those. We can actually use what we got too. We could also be a little more efficient. Wait, what? Oh, I threw it in there. I'm like, It's like, why do I have so much? I keep mixing my inventories left to right, right to left kind of thing. How is our power usage and everything else anyway? So we're using quite a bit of power. How is our usage over here? So we're a little more than halfway used that. Well, that's kind of weird. I wonder, huh? Oh, because these can do up to 30, I wonder if they get used more. That's probably why, because the ratios are different. Because those are 20 each, and those are 30 each, I think. So it probably has an effect on that. Okay, so look at that. We can do this, yeah. Okay. And there we go. So that does foundations, all that fun stuff.
You
So
have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
which that's a good thing. That's foundation. That's like for like when we make like a huge platform or whatever. Though I'm actually enjoying this kind of the open desert more than I expected. So you never know. Maybe I'll do things a little different. But anyways, let's see what we produce here. So we produce 120 of these a minute, which right off the bat, I can only move 60 a minute because we don't have fast enough conveyor belts. So straight up, that's what we're limited to. These can do 45 per minute. So you could technically go a little faster, but you're not going to, you can go, 25% faster, I guess, technically, but it's not going to be like night and day difference there. So right off the bat, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll just go ahead and ignore that for now until we can get the conveyor belt upgrade. I just don't see a point, trying to mess with that too much right now. Let's go ahead and look for that iron then. Iron screw. There we go. So were both of these always on top of, do they show like that? I guess it does. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So the other iron is there, and then, yeah, it's literally just this one over here, basically. Okay. So we're going to go out over there. So let's go ahead and let's get out there, shall we? Might as well just bring it up here and see how high we can go. We can bring it right to the tip here. It makes it a little more fun, I think. Let's just double check here. That must be it right there then. Way too long. It's like, you're going a little too long. Okay, I didn't realize that. How far have you been? It's like, how far has I been doing that a little too far there? Well, there's more of that quartz. It's not a big deal, but... Okay. So we're going to have to remove this on here first. Okay, so what is this? This is pure iron. So that's a nice... oh, we have a lookout. That's a good thing, to be honest, but I don't really care too much right now, but useful for over time. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring you down here, and then there you go. And that's powered up. Okay, so we're going to turn this into screws, right? That's the idea. So we're going to need a smelter, and I guess we could do dual smelter for now because of what we got here. So yeah, that should be good. So this is where you, when you try to hold the control, I was just trying to see like where it looks like. It's like, just be a little crazy. Let's do then logistics, and then we'll do a splitter out here. This might get a little annoying, but we'll see if we can do this without getting too annoyed with that. I'm hoping I can do like that kind of thing. I might have to move these around a bit, but we'll see. It's more about getting these two. Darn it. Okay, let's do that again. Splitter. No. It needs to get far enough so I can do the angle. There you go. And then these two, well, these got to go. I'm sorry. They just... Those are just too messy. They definitely need to be relocated. Okay, so what happened here? There you go. So you got that one. So what we want to do here, in a sense, is this is in the front of it. I'll just put one here, and then I'm going to just put one here. I don't care if it's spread out a bit more. There you go. So we're going to put you there, and we're going to put you there. And then what we'll have here is, this is iron, sorry. Iron. The other stuff, I can actually do stuff with that now, too. I'm surprised by that, but... and then, yeah, this is going to be turned into screws, so I have to figure out my ratio here. So we got 60 for that, right? So what are this... Those are iron rods, so boom. That sucks. So iron rods, you get 15 per minute. Basically, you could just expand this, expand this, expand this, expand this, and yeah, this is one hell of it's going to be pretty crazy for this one. And then you only get 10 to that. Oh my goodness. So this is a nightmare one. I'm just going to say that straight up. This is a nightmare. I'm thinking I'll just build 2, and then we'll just go from there. So 1, and I don't have enough of the plate, or do I? Maybe I do. 2. So we're going to go from here to here, here to here. And let's get our power. We're going to move some of this power around anyways. Okay, so let's go ahead and power you to there, you to there, you to here, you to here. And then you're going to turn into rods, and you're going to turn into rods. So we're not even keeping up with the whole production and everything else anyways. We're kind of wasting our time here, but whatever. And then over here, we're going to take the constructor here and turn these into screws. Now I'm thinking might as well kind of like... Might as well just do 2 of them. Because they produce 15, they can only do 10 at a time, so... it's a bit of a nightmare again on that. There you go. And then we'll bring this over here, and same idea. We'll power these guys up. And then you guys are screws, and you're screws. And then we have... Well, we're going to want to bring this somewhere eventually. I might merge... Yeah, we're going to have to have a merger anyway, so let's do that. Let's do the merger. So conveyor merger, and we're going to bring you guys over here. This is actually kind of fun, just not, you know, just kind of even messy kind of side of things. It's just, I don't know, to me it's kind of fun to just do that. Now, how much does this output? Actually, I didn't think of that till now. Look at that. So it does 40 parts per minute. Oh, boy. I did not think of that. It can't keep up to the conveyor. So whatever we build is not enough unless we bring 2 whole lines all the way over here. And even then, meh. So I'm thinking, you know what we'll do? I think we'll say that's enough for now anyways, and we'll go with that. Like, let's just say that's good enough for us. I feel like having these not in the air is going to make me cry later on, but whatever. It is what it is. And then what we'll do is we'll just have this over here. Something like this. And there we go. And then these will go in here. And we'll upgrade the conveyor belts and things like that later on. But this way I don't have to run back and forth. So, yeah, this is not the most efficient setup, clearly. But you know what? It's going to get our screws. It's going to get up here. We're going to have lots of screws anyways. And that'll help with that supply. But definitely want faster conveyor belts for that. Which is probably what we're going to need in the future anyway. So that'll help with that. What I might do off camera is, like concrete's used quite a bit here and there anyway. So I might go ahead and just play around with that. Increase my production by even just setting up another, thing for concrete or whatever. But just little things. From time to time we'll do stuff off camera just for fun, just because... we can't do 100% on camera. It's not like a live stream. I'm going to spend 8 hours just screwing around. You kind of have to break them up in parts, right? Make it a little more exciting. But either way, thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Oh, you know what I'm going to do off camera, though? I'm going to probably increase I'm going to probably make more of these. And I'm going to probably get more fuel made for them. That's what I'll do first. And then maybe I'll do something with concrete or whatever. Anyways, thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, all that fun stuff, and we'll see wonderful people next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.